Oh, okay. Get in there, Buffalo.
Yeah, do too much. You beating on Cleveland. Well, again, I like Cleveland this year. I like Cleveland. That's why I like Cleveland this year. I like Oakland this year.
I can't like a team that don't won 2 games in 2 years.
I like the hope and the promise.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's just hard for me to pick that. It's just hard for me.
I take back my comment about Cleveland too.
It's just hard for me.
More than 2 games in 2 years.
No, they haven't.
They won 2.
Okay. We have our obedience for our IPO 1 dogs. First we had Brian with ET. The dog has a lot of drive in his spirit and works well with the handler, but has a little loosey-goosey throughout most of the exercises. His enthusiasm gets him in trouble, I guess we could say. In the free heeling, the dog is in a very incorrect position. He's some people call it crowding, some people call it crabbing, whatever you want to call it. He's not straight next to the handler throughout. And that carries over to every one of your build-ups. So that's something you should probably look at working on, because it gets you throughout the entire obedience phase. Your about turns, you turn about the dog instead of the dog pivoting into you. And we have a wide on the right turn into group. Overall, that exercise is rated as good. The sit out of motion, again, the crooked position in the build-up. The dog should be more attentive during the build-up. At the sit, you slowed, giving the dog handler help at the sit command. The dog remained calm while you went out. When you came back, the dog got up out of its sit. It didn't leave that position, but it did get up in the position. I left that exercise in the satisfactory category. The down in motion, again, the position with the, actually this was the only one where I saw the build-up. He was in the correct position. I think he thought he was going to do a send-out, and so he was straight during that build-up. At the down command, the dog needs to down much faster, but does remain calm while you go out. We see a nice fast recall straight in front. The dog is slightly crooked in the finished position. A good exercise. Retrieve on the flat. In the basic position, the dog is slightly crooked and gets up slightly out of the sit position while the dumbbell's being thrown. The dog goes out faster, but needs to come back at that same speed, so it needs to return faster. Hold the dumbbell calmer in front, and is again slightly crooked in the finished position. A satisfactory exercise. Retrieve over the hurdle. Once again, the dog is in the crooked in the basic position. Dog goes out, clears the hurdle on the way out cleanly, picks up the dumbbell directly, comes back with good speed, clears the dumbbell cleanly on the way, the hurdle cleanly on the way back. But here in the front position, kind of goes by, you sort of move. Some people might say you broke basic position with 1 foot, not so much. Anyway, there was the front position must be much clearer and cleaner. The out is correct, and then the finished position slightly crooked as well. It's a low satisfactory exercise. Retrieve over the wall, again slightly crooked in the basic position. This dog shows good power and speed on the way over and on the way back. Must hold the dumbbell much calmer in the front position. And again, slightly crooked in the finished position, a good exercise. The send out with down, here again, slightly crooked during the build-up. The dog goes out very fast, doesn't respond to the first command, doesn't really respond to the second command either while it makes its way all the way to the end of the field. All points are lost on that exercise, insufficient. The long down under distraction, the placement is correct. The dog gets up slightly up his elbows on the first gunshot, but then calms down. At the finish, the dog gets up a little early before the command. Still a very good exercise. Today, satisfactory 72.